So, we about to get into this thing. We about to let y'all know what it is and let y'all know what it ain't. So part 2. In part 1, we left off right here. Like it's gonna, I'm like, it's gonna happen regardless. We all like, close and like touching a little bit, trying to,
Which was awkward too.
For you, I ain't really give a care in the world. And then after the ball dropped, after we just there holding hands and this and that, she said, yeah, we're gonna try to work it out. And I was like, so after that, with the, me wanting to, do some things to myself, because she led me on, even though she might not think she did, after all that time we spent together.
Boy, you don't do nothing to yourself, you were fine. You just been extra.
Anyway, go ahead, tell them what you did after, so after New Year's, after she did all that, tell them what.
I got back with my ex, and
for a good little minute too.
It wasn't for no good little minute.
It
probably
was
for like
a month and a half.
Definitely no. Probably for like maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah, maybe 2 weeks after, and then
from New Year's Eve.
Yes, and then after like 2 weeks, and then we tried to we got back together, whatever, and then we realized it wasn't working, and we talked, we broke up, but we were still trying to figure things out, trying to just, make it work regardless, but that didn't happen.
So is that really a breakup, everybody?
Yes, it's a breakup, but okay, listen, you know how you break up with somebody and then you like, okay, well, we broke up, but this is the things that we need to work on if we're going to be in a relationship, right? So therefore, you broke up, we broke up.
But y'all was fixing it. So it's not really a breakup because y'all wasn't done on
it. No, we broke up one day, and then 2 days later he texted me and was like, I'm sorry, whatever, the original breakup, the apologies stuff, whatever. But he texted me that, and I was like, okay, cool. But then at the same time, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not even feeling it. It's nothing to me anymore. I don't even have the energy to want to make it work. And when it gets to that point, you're done. Just done. Can't nothing save you at all. So that's when I knew. That's when I knew it was over. And I think that's when I had told you, right? I was like,
no, you did not. Let me tell y'all what really happened. So they got back together. They got back together after the boo and all that stuff. They got back together, and I was seeing post after post. She would always post him, but I never seen him post her, which is blue. I said a blue flag, red flag.
You trying to make it seem like I'm just crazy?
I never seen him post you. Did he post you?
He posted me one time on his
Instagram. Anyway, that's a red flag for y'all females out there who don't want to get red flags. But I ain't never seen him post her. She was posting about dang, this how many days till he get back.
I mean, he was deployed though at that time, so you can't really post like that.
But he could like him.
And he was. You saw him on Twitter?
Yeah.
He don't have a Twitter.
Yeah. Why was he doing it on Twitter where he can't see it?
Cause I really wasn't on Facebook like that.
Anyway, she was bragging all on Twitter, all these social medias. I was just watching and I was like,
you sound crazy.
She really doing too much. This nigga just keep doing this and that. And I guess cause you ain't with him no more. But she was just posting about him nonstop. I was like, bro, she need to chill out, cause she know we talked about this. We thought about it, at least it came into both our minds. And then after that, this led up, all of this, I'm telling y'all, all this led up from New Year's to through January and then the beginning of February. So the beginning of February, we were still cool. We was, still best friends and all that. And then tell them about them red flags you actually seen, the ones you actually noticed, not the ones that I try to warn you about. Okay, she seen the red flags because it was this girl. It was some girl.
Here's the juicy part where really just ended it all, like just done, you know. And I'm gonna keep my business to a minute, but I want y'all to know. But I'm not gonna like get into full detail about it or whatever, because I don't want to step on any toes, hurt any feelings, you know, or anything like that, because it's not what this video is about. At the end of the day, this is about me and my husband and how we met or whatever. But I was posting about when he was supposed to come home, counting down or whatever, and you know, like how you catch something, but at the same time you don't really pay attention to it. Like you look at it and you like, oh, okay, cool, and then it's like every time you would post or you would tweet, if you have a Twitter, you know what I'm talking about, or like if you tweet or whatever, and then next thing you know, you turn around a few hours later, that same person tweet basically the same thing that you're saying. And so I'm just like, and then she said his name in a tweet, and I'm like,
I know she didn't.
Hold on. And so I was like, okay, maybe I'm tripping, you know. Maybe I'm tripping, because at that point, like, we was already on thin ice as it was, you know. And I'm like, maybe it's just I'm on edge about everything, and because we know where we're at, and I know where we're at. It's just like, okay, so now I'm gonna keep a close eye on him, because at that point I didn't trust him. And so and I was
when you lose trust, you lose everything.
Everything. And so then I get on Facebook, and I seen some funny acting post or whatever from
some activity,
from a family member of his. And the same girl were friends on Facebook, and she posted a picture, and one of his family members commented or whatever, and what the comment was, I'm like, dang. And then another family member actually texted me.
You really boo-boo the fool at this point.
Shut up. Another family member texted me, and she was like, I don't want you to be hurt, you know, and different stuff, because I love you, blah, 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 you know.
Pish posh. Walking off the thoughts about
she had too much dip on her chip too. But about him, and I was just like, you know, I really don't care anymore, because I'm not gonna be. And then because I made a promise to myself. I said, I'm not going into another year toxic or being around anything toxic, or not like, hush. No, it's not. But anyways, but like at this point, that's the only word I can really use. You know, like it just, I wasn't finna deal with it at all. So when I came to the conclusion that I was just done completely, I blocked him on everything, you know, everything I had, and I'm pretty sure he did once he realized what was going on between me and my husband. But you know, it is what it is.
But that's way later on.
But that's, yeah, so. Well, anyway.
Past tense boyfriend. Because I was a boyfriend.
Yeah, boyfriend. But, so, all that happened, and needless to say, a few days later, I want to say.
Okay, so I think this happened like in the beginning of the month, where the days were single digits. Then when the days was double digits, like the 10th to 11th, that's when like, I don't know, I just got like a pair of golden, like, I just got some pride. I got some like, you know what? Hey. And then.
No, but tell them how you was like basically like coming at me in different ways or whatever. Cause
no. Okay. So this part is due to, you know, a close homeboy of mine. He was telling me, he was like, bro, why she be coming at you like that? Y'all don't even go together. I'm like, dang, you right, bro. Let me say something, see what she say. So I was on the game with my homeboy, and we was playing. I'm like, you know, in my own little world. And I think you FaceTime, or no, you video chat me, because I don't think you had.
Yeah, I didn't have an iPhone then.
She didn't have an iPhone at the time, so she video messaged me, and I'm playing a game, and my bro on the mic, and she on the camera, so I'm playing, and she like, why you playing the game? Talk to me, da da da. I was like,
but you can't say that though, because I would say the same thing if you were just best friends though. I didn't even say it.
No,
go ahead,
it was different at this point, because we had already discussed like what could be and what could not. So I'm playing the game, And she talking. So she talking, I'm playing the game, looking at the TV screen, and she like right here and like looking at me. So I'm like, why you telling me to get off the game? Like, you ain't even my girl. Like, how you gonna try to get me off the game? And then she was like, like she caught a little, like, you know, one of them face y'all girls hits on y'all, be like, and she caught one of them, and I was like, in my head I'm laughing because I really wasn't even thinking about saying that, but my boy, you know, hey y'all boys gotta stick out and look out for each other. But he told me, he said, bro, like he got that in my head, and I said it, and she felt some type of way.
Because who wouldn't? First of all, like,
you're not a boy.
And then on top of that, though, it was more so because I knew what the conversation was going to lead up to anyways, because that was the same day we got together when I said that.
No, it was the day before. It was the day before.
Clearly, my mind messed up, but...
I got that memory. Ever since I was a kid, my mom been telling me I got memory like an elephant. Most of y'all don't know elephants got good memory.
Yeah. We ain't going to go there too deep.
Anyway, so this day was the 10th of February. So we going, and like, I'm trying to get her like to see, like, I'm trying to, you know, be like, I'm trying to work my way in.
But not only that though, the whole like conversation just between us just together got really awkward to me. Like everything got so awkward, especially like right after we had that talk, the first talk.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
yeah, because I think I pitched it to her. Like, I really didn't say go together, but I was talking about like us, and she was like, give me some time, like I need to think about it. And I was like,
because I just got out of a relationship.
All right, go ahead, think about it. But I knew what that thinking was gonna lead to, because she had already told me like if the situation was different, then we could, you know, try to make something happen. So then the next day, same thing, playing the game. She called and we talking, and then we talking, and I don't know what she said, but something came up to the point about like it was coming to the point about me playing the game again. And then, you know, a couple words exchanged, and then all I heard was, okay, if you're serious about it, then get off the game. And I was like,
and I can't remember
I'm serious as a heart attack about, man, I'm like
shaking.
I'm like, hey, I'm serious as, I'm trying to tell you, like, as soon as she said that, I'm like, yo, bro, hey, bro, I'm gonna holler at you tomorrow, bro. I'm about to get off. And he's like, all right, bro, do what you gotta do. And I was like, bet. Took my headphones off, and then I'm holding the phone, like, what's up? And then I don't know the exact words that was exchanged, but I just let her know again that I wanted to be with her, and she let me know like that she was still like in like the middle place of like how to feel when you get out of a relationship, and the space, like the time you need to get into a new one. And I was hearing it, but I kind of wasn't hearing it. And I guess the fact of me like pushing it so much made her finally like, you know, give in and, you know, break to what she really wanted.
Yeah,
or what I thought she really wanted.
Because you don't know how you, like, I was with that person for 3 years. Like, 3 years.
Don't say that, dude.
It don't matter.
She say 3 years like a lot of females do, but it's not 3 years if y'all break up and then y'all get back together. Then y'all break up, then y'all get back together. That's not 3 years. That's like this much time.
I was.
You can't just.
I was dealing with that person.
There you go.
I was dealing with that person for 3 years. Like I didn't have nobody else. Like nobody else was in between. Like the times where we were off though. Like you get what I'm saying? Like so basically.
No.
We wasn't talking. I wasn't talking.
You don't know that because you don't know who was dealing with him when y'all.
I just said I wasn't talking to nobody. I wasn't talking to nobody. Like because I knew what I wanted, and I knew that, you know, everything worth having, you know, you gotta work for it. Same difference, you know. But so I was just like, I don't really want to get into anything else right now because that situation right there like really ruined me for a while. And even when I got with him,
man,
he was like, but like I can say that really. He knew what I was going through, so he knew that I was still healing, even though we was in a relationship, and so he still like actually took his time with me. You know, it's not like he just expected for us to just even though I don't care about that situation no more, but he still take it, like, he's very patient with me overall, just even now, you know. So it was just like, he was like, whatever you're, you know, I just want us to be together at the end of the day, like, you know, whatever it takes, the time, no matter what, like, I'm going to be here regardless. So I'm like, okay, you know. And so one thing led to another,
and she took this, she did this, she was like, you know, when a frog about to jump from one lily pad to another, she was like, it was this dude right here, and then it jumped from him to me.
but
and then she landed on, you know, solid ground, so, you know, I stay solid.
But and I was just like, I'm on whatever you on, and I already knew what he was on. But
I was like, she was like, so what is it? I was like, man, you know what? I want you. Like, I want you. I want us. I want you. And she was like, I was like, so yes or no? Like, what's up? And she was like, I'm gonna just put it like this. Whatever you want, I'm on. And I was like, first thing popped in my mind, whatever you with, we with it. Whatever you. Hey, anyway, she said that, and I was like, alright, so we together. And then, like, I told her, and she, hey, what?
And then that kid you not, like, a few hours later.
No, wait. What'd you say though? He was like, alright, so.
I was like, oh, alright, so we official.
So you officialized, you finalized it, you certified it. So then, you know me, I ain't even gonna lie, I tried to flaunt her like right off the bat because I wanted her so much. But it wasn't even really a flaunt. It was just like another friendly post, like of us being.
But a lot of people read through it though.
Somebody, nah.
Like I had like
nobody read through it.
I had two people like text me, cause one person was like, such and such gonna kill you, and I'm like,
kill.
Yeah, as in, of course he's not gonna kill me, but you know, yeah. So they were just like, he gon', yeah, and I'm just like, he can't do that cause we ain't together. But so I had texted him. I was like, just take it down because I wanted my family to know without having to look on Facebook. Which one person, my grandma found out through Facebook though, because that was just something I just couldn't tell. Because she knew it. She just knew it anyways.
Like everybody else.
She just knew it anyways. So I was just like, yeah. But I texted my mama. I was like, Mom, like at first I had called her because she was at work. I was like, you busy? She was like, nah, what's up? I was like, oh, nothing. I'll call you right back. I gotta do something real quick. And so then I had texted her. I was like, me and Trey is official. Like, he's my best friend. And like, no, like, just sending a really sweet text about my husband. And so, so she had called me. And I didn't answer. Like, she called me like 3 times. And I didn't answer. So she called me again. I'm like, so I answered the phone. I pushed the phone to the side. I said, hello. Like, I had it on speaker. She was like, I'm so happy for you. I'm like, oh, you're not, you know, okay. Because my mom, she's not the judgmental type anyways. But, you know, it's just the point of her knowing what I went through with one person. And, you know, and then to actually be with my best friend. Clearly the person she wanted to be with.
Because she know I treated her right.
And it's crazy because my family loved him so much. Like, they really was not saying that they felt some type of way about my ex or whatever. Let me clarify that again because some mess got started about that. But like, my family just really loved him because they knew him more than they knew my ex. Only because my ex was stationed in California, you know. And he was like, he's like 9 hours away from Thomasville, so he could come see me more, you know, even when we were just best friends. And it just, his vibe, just everything about him, like before he went to basic training, we would always be together, always talk all day long, you know. And like, it's always been my best friend. And I'm not just saying like dealing with like relationship wise or me just, you know, wanting to be with him, but it's just always been my best friend. So no matter what it was, I got to tell my best friend. And it's still now I have to tell him, but like my life not as interesting since I've moved to North Carolina, you know. But, you know, I try to have a friend here and there. But it's not as interesting, but it's still things that happen throughout the day that I still can't wait for him to get home for me to tell him about.
Yeah, because you like really family oriented. Because you like, I don't know, they like your builder uppers. Like, they just make you who you are.
Yeah, I love my
but
family.
you know,
I'm so family. Like I love my people.
after that day, we got together. You know, it took some time and everything, and I think I want to say like a week. We actually like finally told them that we was together, your family and everything. Then it was like, all right.
Yeah, it was like right before you came home, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like the day right before you came home.
I think it was something like that, or like maybe a little bit before. But what was I about to say? After that, all these days and stuff, and then it was about to come to a point where I was getting like one extra day off. So I would have got off work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I had Monday off, and everybody was going like to this place, and I was like, dang, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it, but I really want to go because like this gonna be like my first time, like, you know, being able to experience my best friend in person, but as more than my best friend now. And I was about to be so sad because it was Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day had came around because it was around the same time that we in right now. Because, you know, our anniversary, if y'all don't know, which y'all should know if y'all watched the other video the other day, I think I said something. Oh yeah, in the Valentine's video, I had said something about our anniversary. Our anniversary of getting together was on the 11th. Yeah. Like we just told y'all that we got on the 11th.
We started dating the 11th. So.
In like the past 5 minutes of this video. But all that said to say, we got together, and then it was Valentine's Day, and I had posted her on my Instagram. And then after I posted her on my Instagram, you were so mushy. Anyway, I posted on my Instagram and I told her Valentine's Day, and I was like so sad that I couldn't be there and this and that. And I think it was like the 17th or something like that I was able to come home.
Yeah, cause
which would be yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday, yeah. The 17th. So I couldn't come home on Valentine's Day because I was like still working. Then I got off work and I was like, dang, bro, I really want to see it, but I never made a trip to home and then to back in like a 3 days time. I always had like 4 days or more where I could like relax and then actually think about getting back on the road again. But this was for real like a turnaround trip because I had got there Friday night / Saturday morning.
Like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 1 going on 2. And then I stayed all of Saturday. And then I think I either left Sunday. I think I left Monday morning. Mm-hmm. So that really was like a turnaround trip because I stayed pretty much
2 full days.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really count Saturday because
that's when you got there.
I was stupid sleepy.
I could too.
Cause man, you want to go into that? Really?
But
So February, you know, Valentine's Day, and then I actually got there to see her, and it was awkward because when you're in a relationship, it's just certain things that you want to do, like as a guy, like if you're in a relationship, you want to just be like, and give her a kiss and touch her like all around, and you know, in some places. But she wasn't really used to me doing that to her because we was on the best friend level. But now it's more.
Yeah, he was.
So I really probably should have worked my way into that. But me, I was so eager, and I was like, this is what I've been waiting on. Like, this I've been dreaming for. Not dreaming, I'm not a creep, but this what I've been wanting. So I get to her house at like 1 in the morning, and I try to kiss her, and she's like moving. I'm like, bro.
But let me tell you now. I was out with my auntie. I was out with my aunt and my mom. Like, we had went to Applebee's or whatever. And I had called him earlier. Right? I had called you, right? And I was like, what you doing? He was like, oh, I'm on my way to my cousin's house in Myrtle Beach.
Oh, yeah,
I was
South
like,
Carolina.
Yeah, and I was like, okay. So, and I called him back right after we got back home, which was like 11, because I called him like 7:30, around that area, because we was getting dressed or whatever. And I was letting him know, you know, that I was going out. And so And then I called him again like 11:30, and I'm like, you should have been made it by now. Like, what's going on? Yeah, and so then I was like, well, I'm gonna take me a shower, just if you make it before I get out the shower, just let me know. And so he didn't say anything, like, he was like, all right, cool. So we hung up, and then I had called him back, I think, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I was like, dang.
No. I think you had FaceTime me.
Oh, yeah. You was still in the car, and I'm like,
yeah.
And then so we got off the phone or whatever, and then next thing I know, my phone just vibrated, and I'm like, what's this? And this man, he had the, like if you use maps or whatever, if you have an iPhone and you use maps, it has like the distance from your destination and all the other stuff, and I'm like, he coming home.
I sent it to her. I was like, you miss me? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh yeah, cause I'm 100 and so miles away, and she was like, oh my god,
They made me so mad, and I had to mom was like, Mom, he's on his way. She's like, I knew it. I knew it.
Like they always do every time.
No, but but she was like, she said, I just felt like he was gonna come home or whatever like that. So
yeah, cause right before I was coming home, when I came back to Jacksonville, or when I came back to North Carolina, I would be leaving for 3 months anyway to like an even further location. So I wanted to see her before I left. So I came to see her, then I left back, and then cause it's like we got in a relationship, we saw each other like that little bit of time, and then I was gone for like 3 months in a place that's even further than where I'm at.
Terrible service, it's just everything.
So it's like we started and then we was instantly separated, which we were gonna be separated anyway because I'm stationed here and I can't just go.
And then it wasn't like it was hard for me anyways, because of my past relationship, So
but I was still coming around more consistently.
Yeah, and then oh my gosh, those 3 months when I tell you we had to make it work. Like my sleep was off because I wanted to always talk to him, and because sometimes I would be up and he would be trying to get some sleep or would be busy or whatever or on duty.
Man, and she was so sent, man. She would be going off on me and I'd be like, what even is this? I didn't even do nothing. And then I would talk to her and she's like, it's just I love you, da da da. I'm like, man, she about crazy because I ain't did nothing to deserve this. But I think that little first time of us being together, right after dating, rather than just being best friends, helped us learn. Yeah,
and a lot of people, they just be like, y'all just jumped into, y'all was best friends, and then y'all just jumped into dating for, how many months were we at? 8 months? 7, 8 months?
March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
7 months. 7 months and a few days. And then we got married, and I know a lot of people, they probably like, dang, they just got together, now they married already. But I really feel like those years before we actually started dating was the years of us getting to know each other, being best friends, knowing our likes, dislikes, what we want in a person, what we don't want in a person.
It's not like we just met and then 7 months later. It's like it was more to it.
Yeah, like we literally had a genuine, real friendship, best friendship, no overstepping boundaries, none of that.
For real, because all this time that we was best friends, I never tried to do some grimy stuff while she was in a relationship. She was loyal anyway, but I was gonna be loyal to our friendship and not try to, break anything she had. Cause like I told y'all in the last video, I probably could have gave her some advice to where their relationship would have ended way sooner. But I gave her real advice to make it work with him.
To make it, and a lot of people may not know, but he is actually a reason why I was with him for as long as I was, because seriously, all jokes aside, and a lot of people are like, nah, they lying, you ain't gonna believe that, but it's what you want to believe at the end of the day.
I really held myself back from being able
and it's crazy though, because we would go out all the time together, and it could be when we'd be in the car, we can go to Tallahassee and it'd just be me and him, and it could be plenty of times where we could overstep our boundaries as best friends, and we never did. Everything was always so solid. Everything was always so solid, respectful, and just so I was ain't no better person to be with than with my best friend. I'm like, God placed us together for a reason.
Man,
you know?
She stand on that, boy.
Cause it's the truth. Like,
and I stand on it too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to like, you know.
Yeah, but like honestly though, like it's just the truth, and it's more to our story than we actually tell y'all, you know. But just to shorten it down, you know, trying to summarize it up for y'all, cause like we could talk all day about it. Sure. Seriously, but you know, just to let y'all know like how we actually got to this point. You know, and like I said, people, they can believe what they want to believe. They probably feel like we did jump into everything too quickly, but I don't feel like it was quick at all. Yeah, I feel like I was with somebody else, but God placed him in my life for us to figure, you know, for us to actually know that we are who we wanted at the end of the day.
I knew who I wanted.
Not me, but clearly.
I knew who I wanted. Bottom line. But anyway, after that time I got back from whatever I was doing, I think I seen you like, I got back, I came home. Oh yeah, I came home one time right after I got back, and then I had got in a car wreck on my way back. And she was, man.
What you lied to me about?
She showed her emotions so differently, like.
But your mama know why I did that, because I talked to her.
She showed her emotions so differently. I didn't want to tell her I got in a wreck when I was on the way there, because I know how she is, and she know how she is too. So.
And I was at work. So
I didn't tell her.
12-hour shift.
Then I finally, like, my mom had to come get me because my car got totaled. 70 miles per hour, and I hit another car. But we're not gonna go all the way into that. We just gonna. But anyway, I came home that time, and she was kind of heated, you know, which I don't really blame her. I don't think I can blame her. But that was one time, and then I think I came home one other time, maybe. And then I took leave in September.
Wait.
What?
When was the Destin trip? It was like right the weekend you came home, right? Or was it the second time you had came home?
Destin.
It was the second time you had came home, because that's when I had started the new job, and then I had just started that Friday. We had left that Saturday, because that's when that lady peed on me.
No, it had
and we went bowling.
It had to be the first time, because I still had my car. But the second time I came home, I did.
You still, yeah, you.
But I drove to Destin though.
In your car?
Yeah, in my Mazda.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So it had to be the second time.
The second time is when I got in the wreck.
No, it wasn't, babe. The first time in February. No, we didn't, because we was actually in Thomasville that whole time. When you came home, the first time when we got together. Yeah. And so then the second time, that's when it was like in whenever May or something like that when I started working. Because that's when we went bowling or whatever.
And then I was about to come home in like June or July for like.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying like that's the third time.
Anyway, I got in the wreck the second time I came home after being back from where I was at. And then, oh yeah, we went to Destin. You know, we had a little getaway for the first time.
It was nice overall. I enjoyed it.
Facts. So we spent that little time together, then it may sound quick or whatever, like she said, but then we got married in September.
Let's bring it back. So how did it get to a point of us getting married? Like how did the conversation get brought up first about it?
Because somebody was so sad. Okay, so when I was gone for them 3 months, I asked her deliberately, I asked her straight out, I said, do you want to get married? And she was like, yes. And then I was like, you sure? And she's like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, so while I'm out here, this is your time to like realize if you really want to get married or if you don't. Because if you say you do, and then you change your mind while I'm out here and say you don't, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be upset or none of that. And then she was like, yeah, I do. And then I was like, okay, so we get married. So all right, so time go. Then it's coming down to like the end of my time to leave from where I was at. I'm gonna just say I was in California on like a field out or whatever. And I was about to come back and we talked about it and she was like, yeah, I don't think we should get married because like I think I just need some more time, this, and that. And I was like, all right, I'm glad you told me while I'm out here instead of when I get back and all that. So then I get back and then I come to see her. And then we have such a good time when I come to see her. We just, bonding and loving each other and just growing, more and more. And then I leave. And while I'm on my drive back, she called me and she's like, I just miss you. Like, I don't want you to be leaving me, da da da. And I was like, well, you know what you gotta do? Like, if you wanna, live with me.
And being in the military.
I was like, you know what you gotta do if you wanna like be with me all the time. We can't just like live together and not be married. So you already know. And then she was like, well, she's like, I wanna get married. And I was like, okay. Because, first time, I'm rewind a little bit. The first time we thought about marriage is because we had like a little, I'm not gonna say a scare, but it was like a reality check. Because we thought that she may be, what they call it.
Anyways, so.
That we might think that, parents.
So, but anyways, that's
but she wasn't.
That's life, that's human, save your drama for your mama. Because I don't want it up in the comments. But anywho.
Okay.
So, yeah, like all of that happened or whatever, and I'm just like, dang, like somebody else tried to marry me, which I knew was, but just whatever. So, so I was like, that's why I said no the first time, because it just brought back in my mind, like I felt like the other person was just trying to marry, my ex was just trying to marry me just to isolate me from everybody, because he was out here doing what he was doing, but he wanted to marry me. So I was like no, and then I was like, no, this is my best friend, like, and I know for a fact that we was basically raised the same way, different parents, of course.
We are the same, pretty much.
But like everything dealing with just the way we were raised, looking at our grandparents, together and different stuff like that, and our mothers basically went through the same thing, similar things, and I'm just like, and we know for a fact that if we were to bring a child into this world, it's not gonna be like what we went through, because we do not want that at all. So I was like, it's no better person to marry than my best friend anyways, because he makes me laugh even when I don't want to. Ew. But
Ew. Anyway, all that said to say, we got married in September
20th, 2019. Best day of my life. I couldn't really say anything, but I love you.
Oh my goodness.
Because when I tell you he broke me, like when I say he broke me down, it's not like he hurt my feelings or anything, but like he really like he always made me feel love. But that day I was just like, because I was already nervous, and if I would have went first, I would have been okay, but that wasn't the case. So yeah, and I was just like, it was my turn, and I was just like, all I have to tell you is I love him. And I wasn't looking at him. I was really talking to the
all over
crowd. Like I was talking to our family that was there, and it should have been towards him. But I was just looking around because I felt like, because I knew for a fact if I looked at him, I was gonna lose it, and I did. And me looking at him and my feet hurting at the same time, all that just mixed together was terrible.
So, anyways, we got married.
Yep.
And then
we had a nice honeymoon.
And then after that,